Alright, I am streaming earlier than usual, like I said, because I have an engagement this afternoon that I'm excited about. But I still wanted to get my stream in, so we are a few hours early. I'm planning to go for about 3 hours, so we'll end right around noon central. So I have some time to get some lunch. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and continue the Banner Saga 2. I get the sense that we're near the end. So if for some reason we end up at the end of Banner Saga 2, we'll hop right into Banner Saga 3, because I have that ready to go. And speaking of ready to go, let us get ready to go. Now last time we had 3 eyeless encounters. Or 2, I don't recall. And we ended up here. We are at... Where are we at? I forget the name of the city. These cities are not memorable in terms of names. They blend together, I'm not gonna lie. We are at Arborang. Right, we are with Rook. We are at Rook's destination, Arborang, which is where the king is. And where's the X? There is some strife here, in that the king has locked his walls from his peasants, or his peoples. And his peoples are not very happy right now. Not at all. So let's go ahead and talk to people. Scott Hatch and Deirdre paced nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Varl, and other horseborn. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know live. You stop to look around at the thousands of tents in the fields and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's walls. I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing so many people either. Maybe herd too big. So many mouths hungry. If some dead, more easy feed herd. Scathatch stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes to Deirdre before turning to you. Deirdre forgets we are not of same thinking with mans. If you think Big Herd is right, we will think Big Herd is right. But what do you think is right, Scathatch? The male horseborn looks up at Arborang for a few moments while swishing his tail in thought. I think Big Herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Arborang. Small fields behind walls. You thank them for talking and offer them a few calming words before departing. Alright, so they're clearly uncomfortable around people, this many people, which I don't blame them, I am too. The former cragsman is trying to lure something out of a hole with a small piece of dried meat on a string. He leaves it dangling by his side while standing to talk. It looks like you're keeping busy. I'm playing fox and hare with a vole. Do you think foxes ever play Triggy and vole? No. Trigby looks disappointed. Do you have any ideas on how to keep 2 groups from killing each other? Any powders or relics or crazy schemes? He reaches into his tunic and grabs something, pauses, releases whatever it is, and shakes his head. People kill each other every day. Just enjoying the show. But if it comes to war, I don't think either side will leave us out of it. Trigby thinks about what you are saying, tapping a fingernail against his teeth. He looks at his finger, sneers, and spits. Killing kings requires a lot of lives. It's just as easy to kill clansmen instead. Either way, some will praise you, and others will throw dung at your face. Or, you could collect all the dung in a giant hill, stand on top of it, and be your own king. As you watch him crouch back down to the hole, you wonder what possessed you to speak to him. Truth. The Skald is tying a dyed strip of cloth into his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. We've come all this way for war? With luck, I might change their minds. And be the reed that would stop the wind. You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course. Plenty before us have been in similar situations and written about it. We only think our lives are unique. And if peace is not an option? Is there a Skald song for that? Plenty. But I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine I can't imagine if my wife and children were left out here, like they don't deserve the same protection as others. Aleo's words flood through your thoughts as you walk away. Okay, so this is where we need to go to advance the story. We got some terrible morale right now, but we can't rest. Luckily nobody's injured, but our morale is just like in the shitter right now. Okay, I don't really want to get food yet until I know we're going somewhere. Before you head towards the large tent, Oddleaf stops you. Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there? Her worried look is infectious. The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by always following the rules. This sounds ominous. I'm gonna see to a few things first. Odd smiles and says, when you're ready to head out there, just be careful. I'll be here with the rest of the clan if you need me. Let's pick up some food, just in case this turns into a mad rush to get out for some reason. We'll get 10 days worth. I mean, 9 days worth. Confirm. Okay. Now let's go. The voices coming from under the tent are loud, animated. Best we could. You've done well. I never thought I'd see my son again. Well, we've all had easier journeys. The king's cheerful mood lessens. He is about to say something when he sees you approaching. Who's this? Well met, King Meinolf. I'm Rook from Skoger. Ludin steps forward. Father, this is the Sunderslayer I told you about. King Meinolf nods, but is staring at Hakon from under heavy brows. It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Hakon. But tell me, where is Jorunder's Kender Vognir? Vognir died protecting your son. I was Vognir's Kender. With Jorunder's death at Einertoft, I'm king of the few remaining Varl. The king says nothing, contemplating the news. Your walls are the last hope for my people. No sense in denying it. I understand, and of course you'll have refuge here. The least I can do for bringing my son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you. King Meinolf, Rook here is just as much responsible for the prince's safe return. He has quite a few clansmen. Careful, Varl King. This is the human capital, and my generosity is already stretched thin. Hakon looks at you and shrugs. Tell me, Rook, what makes you better than the hundreds of other chieftains out here? Men whose great deeds I've heard of, no less. Oh, this is like... pick the right choice. Let's do... I could do Sunderslayer, but it seems kind of self-evident. Let's do I've united many clans on my journey here. I see that, horseboard included. But what good is that when you've led them here? None of you seem to understand that Arborang can only hold so many, can only feed so many. If I open the gates to everyone out here, the capital would tear itself apart from the inside. Only now do you see Rugga and 24 fighters approaching. The king's guards look concerned. What in the world? Rugga? Meinolf? I should have killed you when I had the chance. You tried, remember? Seems like they've got some history. Did the Sunderslayer convince you to open your gates to your people? You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Borsgard. How is it you've come to speak for all these clans? The people you've turned your back on? Seemed like they need a leader they could trust. Again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed? The only fool here is the outnumbered king, believing he still has a say in what happens now. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just have to repair them once we're inside. Let's point out the approaching darkness, because this seems like a poor time to be having infighting. I doubt either of you will be in charge of anything when that darkness washes over us. I've got the Valka and Menders seeing to that inside. They'll come up with something. And even if they fail, I'll still be able to watch this bastard fall to that darkness from my walls. I like that energy. There's the true heart of that mine elf I know. Rook, look at your people out there. Our people. They need food and clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep us from safety after all this way. He doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Rook. A place inside the walls alongside the Varl. A place this vain man will never be allowed again. That's enough. Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. And you, Giant, joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive. Traitor. Hakon growls and flexes his grip on his axe. All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. I'd like to think Rook would be his people first. My banner, my people are my only concern. Good. I'm granting you and your people, even those horseborn, into my walls. But move quickly. You still don't know how to play the game, Rook. That's fine. You're an asshole. I don't want to be on your side. Rugga blows three quick bursts into a war horn. You look back and see a fight breaking out along the defenses you built. Humans and Varl defending your camp. You hear Rugga swearing at his failed ambush. Without warning, Rugga pulls his cloak-pin dagger and lunges at King Meinolf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Rugga slinks behind his fighters who are already charging you, Hakon, and King Meinolf. Everyone to the walls, you shout. Protect the king and the Varl! Hakon nods his appreciation just before the clamor of war envelops you both. Good. We should have kicked this dude's ass at the beginning, honestly. Let's get Oddleaf in for Nid. Other than that, I think this is fine. What does she do? Canary kind of sounds nice. Let's see. How do I get back again? Oops, resume. Duh. Let's get her in for Deirdre. Plus she's level 8. I mean, you can't turn that down, right? Can we level up at all? Yeah, we can. Slag and burn. And then let's do Hakon. Tempest. Let's do close. Close. Confirm. Let's give Rook a level, maybe? Oh, I don't know if we have enough now. Nope. Don't have enough now. Alright, let's go. Let's call it, consider that good. Ambush, Meinolf. You're wounded. Just a flesh wound, though I feel odd. Oh, King's poisoned. Depths take Rugga. Rally the troops. Okay, this seems fine, right? Let's move you over here, though. And then you up. Yes, I get it. Poor morale. Whose fault is that? I don't like this, like... Hey, Exta! I don't like this, like...
Sorry, it appears nothing is playing at the moment.
I don't like how close this camera is right now. This stuff here is bothering me. I hate having screen obstructions. I missed what that said. Hopefully it wasn't important. Ouch. Jesus, Hacken's getting murdered. Come on, seriously. Let's back him the F up, honestly. Okay. He's got chance to move, and then we should be able to finish off before his next guy's turn. Yep. So we think the king's been poisoned. King Meinolf regains his footing and falls back towards Averong's walls as his forces rush past him and into the fray. You wave the banner of Skoger and your clan surrounds you. "To the gates!" you shout over the clash of axes and hammers on shields. By the time your caravan is inside Averong's outer wall, the gate is mostly compromised. Rugga's forces are on your heels and they brought bears. "Cut them off or they'll overrun us!" shouts King Meinolf before wincing and grabbing his side where Rugga stabbed him. Archers behind the barricades. Oddleaf and the other archers find protected positions and more arrows are laid at their feet. She nods to you and the battle begins. Okay. You are out. Let's put the Horseborn in. Gunnulf, I guess. He kind of sucks, but maybe he'll stay alive this time. I don't know. Perhaps I should give him a level. Okay. Ugh. Man, not the greatest layout, is it? Oh yeah, he's poisoned. You can see the bubbly bubbles. Starting to feel weak. Did Rugga poison me? Protect the king! Kill the king! Okay. I guess from here... I can't reach anything from here. Alright, just stay put for now. Wait, I should have... Never mind. Too late. Fucking bears. And I got him blocked in now. No, what happened next is that Rugga, we went to go talk with the king, and Rugga, that governor who's been hounding us since basically the start of game 2, Rugga decided to show up, threaten the king. He stabbed the king with a poison pin of some sort. Now the king is poisoned, and we're trying to defend the king now against Rugga's forces. So we are on the other side. We're defending the castle that they're sieging. Rugga thinks he can do a better job being king. Basically, is what the gist of it is. There's apparently some sort of back history between him and Minolf, King Minolf, that hasn't been explained yet. No, you stay back, sir. You are the king. What does this do? All elite guards attack simultaneously on command. Okay. Oops, nope. Okay, Rook, can you fit anything? How did you get stuck back here? Come back around. We put the archers behind the walls, but the archers don't seem to be doing anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, back up. Oh my god, get out of the way. Too many horse people. Too large of people. Stand off to the side. Get some space. Damn, Oddleaf. You go, girl. Uh-oh. We're under time limit before the king dies. Duh. Shit. Get in there. Murder a bear. Go there. Hey! Sir? Excuse me, sir. Shit. Bear? Bear is dangerous. Poor Hacken here. Taking some hits. Well, this dude's gonna die. Kill the bear! Yeah, I'm not as happy with this arrow choice I made. They're not really doing much. If I have to do this again, I'm gonna make a different choice, I think. Oh, I can't. Fine. Move over here. I don't think we have any elite guards. Our elite guards are dead. Kind of lead these guys closer, so maybe the archers will kick in. Hopefully they stay on Rugga and not go to the king. Yep, just like that. Okay. Gunnulf is always injured in battle. So is everybody else, basically. Reinforced gates slam shut behind you while archers on the wall deliver death to those outside attempting to approach. Brave fighting out there, but you should. King Meinolf was panting and bracing himself on a knee while grabbing his side where Rugga stabbed him. But you should know there is no plan for weathering this storm. His hand gestures to a great many things before he gasps and falls to the ground. Menders arrive and take him away. The closed gates, the stench of death, all of it threatens to turn your stomach and make you sick. I'm glad we're still alive through all of this, but... I know. We fought so hard to get in here. For what? Even making it inside Arborong's walls feels hollow now. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were going to save everybody. At least Hackett and the Varl are still with us. Oddleif's eyes look as empty as you feel as she slowly glances around. What now? Now? I'd really like to find some place to fall asleep and wake up to discover this was all a bad dream. Oddleif nods her agreement. But we've got to prepare for Rugga's retaliation. He'll keep trying to get in. And then there's the darkness. Juno said we'd have to hold out until they finish what they set out to do. But how are we supposed to know when they finish? She said to hold on until the darkness breaks. Until they are going to stop the darkness themselves? Wait. Until they are going to stop that darkness themselves? Sorry. They're going to try, and we're going to try and stay alive until they do. Oddleif seems to take strength from your resolve. She takes a deep breath, and her eyes focus on a man running toward you. Rook! The man yells, then gets close. You recognize him as one of your scouts. It's Tolir, he whispers. They're dead! Every one of them! Hoof prints all over the place, too. His words hit you when you scan the crowd. Unlike all the other fighters who are now resting, Canary and her horseborn are standing in armed ranks. They all look out of place, yet confident. You even think you see their leader smiling. Alright, we're going back to Bulwark now, I guess. Oh, we're going to is that Eyvind? Or Iver. I don't remember. Maybe it's Iver, because Iver is with Juno. Iver! What the fuck is going on here? Who are you? I'm gonna need some backstory here, guys. You told me we would be in and out of here. This isn't in and out. We hoped Valkadusi wouldn't be foolish enough to attack us. You hoped I would let an escaped prisoner and a dead Valka rob us without a fight? We hoped you would see reason. Reason, yes. What was your reason for breaking the world? You look at Juno, unsure of what to say. You didn't tell me all of this was your fault. Juno looks at you but says nothing. You've recruited Yngvar, yet kept him ignorant of your actions? Even you have no idea what you're talking about, Ducey. Call it a hunch, but whatever is breaking this world stems from the source of our weaving. You, Juno, were sentenced to death for manipulating minds. You knew it was forbidden. Valkadusi coughs and small flecks of blood hit the stone floor. But you were helping Eyvind to... what? Become a god? Juno says nothing, her anger apparent. Become a god? This doesn't make any sense. And now this darkness. Eyvind, what did you unleash to bring her back? Eyvind gasps and looks strained. A few stones drop from the walls. Okay, so they're saying that Juno was dead, brought back to life by Eyvind, and whatever it was Eyvind did to bring her back to life because these two are smooching, is destroying the world, is what I'm getting out of this. Our cause broke council laws, but that does not make it wrong. You could have realized the importance of our work. You should have. And you two should have stopped your curiosities when the council warned you. You'd still have your life, have each other. Do you even see what you've become? Juno's confidence vanishes at the question. You have never seen a Volca's tears until now. And the Varl, are you threatening to control his mind too? If I were you, Yngvar, I'd... The large door to the Volca's hull shakes from great impact, then shatters. Not you, not now. Bulwark? We will have our vengeance for your deceit! What the fuck is going on here, guys? Here, let me help you out. I know, Exta, what the hell? The floor, here, let me just move the camera a little bit. The floor and walls are now glowing, floating and breaking apart. Another Volca enters the room. She looks concerned for the barely conscious Ducey and mortified by Juno. You lied to us! Your oaths mean nothing! Bulwark's rage is consuming him and he is spitting more than speaking. Is that Bellower's feigned body? Not just his body, I fear. Bulwark's mind is not his own. Bulwark looks at you and his eyes go wide before a cold hatred settles into his stare. We know you murdered Reyes and her child. Why in the depths? As Iver, I would be so confused right now. Why in the depths is Bellower's body here? He was supposed to... She's supposed to be dead. Killed by her own. I'm going to fix that. I'll kill her. And you. And him. I'll pull out this damn arrow and... No! Yeah, I know, Exta. The fear in her voice is infinite. Eyvind reacts to her by screaming, and the whole tower pulses with crackling energy, shaking violently. Iver, I'll help Eyvind and hold off Ducey. Kill Bulwark. You're the only one who can. What? I don't want to kill Bulwark. Bulwark growls deeply and stands to his full height, brandishing his axes. He looks stronger than ever. I'm not entirely sure I could even kill Bulwark, honestly. Stay where you are, Yngvar. You step forward, but feel the air thicken around you for a moment, stopping you. Then it suddenly releases its grip. No, Zephyr. Now you will do as I say. The Volca Zephyr looks shocked by Juno's control, but you waste no time in charging Bulwark. You slam your head into him with tremendous force, sending him reeling across the room. Okay, I am... Do I get to choose what force I'm fighting here? Look, I'm just a Varl with one arm. Like, suddenly Juno's side does not seem all that great. But I guess I have to fight, so here we go. At least my morale's good. We got great morale, guys. He's also 2 levels higher than me. For all my people who fell to your schemes, you will pay. Oh, there's Bellower. All your people? I'm not happy with this at all. Zephyr is under my control, but I think Bulwark is possessed by Bellower. Bellower? Seems like I'll get payback for my arm after all. No, I should not have good morale. Would you have good morale after seeing what's going on here? I would not. There's really no place to knock back, so I guess I just gotta weather the storm? Reyes and thousands of others will be avenged. Oh, he just like, what? How am I supposed to do this? Eyvind is losing control. Watch out for lightning. I guess that's what that is. Can I like lure him over here into the lightning? Because he's like healing back whatever I do to him. Let's just do health damage. No, he... What? What? Okay, let's back the fuck up. This doesn't seem right. Ride Zephyr's wind. A lightning strike might free Bulwark's mind. Okay, so I am right. Ride... Whose wind? What wind? Oh, I see. So let's go over here. I mean, you weren't supposed to walk over, you idiot. Dumbass. Okay. How the fuck do I get out of this corner I'm in? Because now I have to walk over the lightning. Can I go all the way over here? Here, let's go all the way over here. Okay, now let's stand behind this lightning striker right here. I mean, not. God damn it. Stop it. Okay, now we got more. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to do this, guys? Okay, go. Isn't there a way to set waypoints? I thought there was. Like here, and then here, and then here. First time I've had to use that at all this game. Okay. Come for me. Come here. Come get me. There we go. Is he good now? Can I hit him? I can, but I'm gonna die myself, so... This game, man. I am not happy with this game at all. The roof of the tower is collapsing along with the walls. Eyvind has clearly strained himself beyond his limits. So was I supposed to lose or was I supposed to win? The hulking form of Bulwark steps towards you, firelight glinting off the blades of claw and fang. Eyvind, drop the tower! Juno shouts. Protect Iver if you can! Bulwark roars but is dwarfed by the falling stones and Eyvind's scream as he loses control. Well,
in a flash, threads unwind. Our intentions gone. Our fates laid bare.
gross.
Forced to change, pulled in new directions.
Oh shit, he's like...
For good or ill, we cannot know.
Well, Bellower's awake again.
How far do the echoes of our struggles reach? What can we expect from our efforts in this breaking world? Our answers, the reasons for our journey, lay just beyond these walls.
Wait, what the fuck? That was the end of the game too? What the fuck? Sir? Sir? Okay, well, that was a game. I mean, traditionally in a trilogy, the second in the trilogy is generally the weakest, right? Because you are working towards a plot that will be resolved in the third of whatever it is that you're watching, listening, reading, playing. So the second game is traditionally the weakest. However, I feel like this was a poor ending to the game, right? I had no indication that that was going to be the end of game 2. I feel like there should have been more there, right? And like you, I'm not entirely sure if winning would have changed the outcome. Like, if I had won, would something have changed? Because it seemed like Bulwark still lived. Not a fan of cliffhangers, me neither. But I will say that I have game 3 ready to go, so it's not like it's a cliffhanger for long. But had I played this game back when it released in 2016, I think, I would have been pissed if I had, you know, beaten the game in 2016 and then had to wait 2 years until the third game came out in 2018. Produced in the state of Texas. Huh, they had the Colorado Symphony. Still, I will say, this was a great second, you know, it was more the same of game 1, in that I loved the visuals, I loved the music. I feel like the gameplay mechanic curve had a bit, I mean, there was a little less of that, you know, steep difficulty spike in the end. Other than the stupid eyeless fights, I hated those. Alright.